Hey, this is Dee. Hi. I'm going to do a quick video on washing, conditioning, and then steaming a wig. It's an older used wig that's been worn. I've had hairspray and dry shampoo in it and all kinds of stuff, and it's time for her to need a little reconditioning. So my camera angle isn't the greatest here, but I'm going to try to go through this quick. I've already brushed the wig out. She's a long wig. She's Godiva's Secret Candace. And basically I've just got a little plastic tub in my sink full of warm water. I'm going to go ahead and pour in some shampoo. Just give it a good, a capful or so. I just kind of eyeball it. I don't measure. You don't have to be that exact. But I'm going to go ahead and submerge the hair. Now this tub is kind of small for this wig. It's a very long wig. So if you have a bigger, Rubbermaid tub or something like that, it might work better. But I got this at the dollar store. But basically, just gonna kind of fold the wig over in half. Oh, my kitty's gonna come check this out. And get it good and sudsy. Just kind of dunk it, but don't swish it around and dig in and rat it up or anything. You wanna, just gently keep kind of dunking it so the water and the shampoo goes through it. Get it clean real good. And you might even want to let it soak for a little while. If you use, hairspray, dry shampoo, any kind of mousse, or spray shine, like silicone detangler stuff, any kind of products like that, the more you use them in your wig, the more they build up and leave gunk in your wig. Plus the oils from your head and, dust and dirt from the outdoors and whatever. So, but basically the more product you use, the more often you should wash your wig so it doesn't build up and get really nasty. If you notice your synthetic wigs, especially the longer ones, starting to get kind of ratty feeling and tangling easy and all that, a lot of it could be because you have product in there. There's leftover hairspray and dry shampoo and stuff from wearing it. So I would say if you use products in your wig hair, then you probably need to wash it more often. You don't want to wash wigs too often because the more you wash them, the more it shortens the lifespan and wears on the wig. But if you use products or you sweat a lot or anything like that, you're going to have to wash them more often. So depends on if you wear it every day, the same wig, or if you just switch off and rotate wigs and wear them each maybe once a week or so. So there's no rule of thumb as to exactly how often you should wash it. Just use your judgment. The more products you use, the more you sweat, anything like that, the more often you'll want to wash it. And you should be able to feel when it's time to wash your wig. So anyway, I'm going to finish soaking in suds in her and then give her a good rinse, and then I will come back and show you the conditioning. And now my hands are wet. Handy. Okay, Candace has been washed and thoroughly rinsed out. Make sure you get all the shampoo out. Just keep rinsing until there's no more suds. Now I'm ready to condition her. I'm going to use the silicone mix conditioner in the jar. This stuff is very thick. It's not liquidy, it's thick like a cream. And it tends to work really good on both human and synthetic wigs. I've used it on my own hair too. It has a really strong perfumey smell though, so if you're sensitive to strong fragrances, you may not like it, because it will smell. But I am actually going to apply it very thickly. most people probably don't do this. This is just how I do it. I like to take a big handful. Hopefully you can see this. I kind of had to hang my camera phone on a cabinet knob, so scoop some more out. I want to especially get those ends really good, and I'm just literally slathering it onto the hair really thick. You know, you can't really use too much because you're going to rinse it all off anyway. But this hair was getting kind of on the ratty tangly side. This was a used wig when I bought it already, and I've worn it many times. It's one of my favorites. She's starting to tangle. She's probably what a lot of people would consider at the end of her life, but I tend to like to make my wigs last as long as possible. Probably past time for her to be trashed and replaced, but I'm just stubborn. So I'm gonna work that in. A little more underside. Probably not doing as good of a job as I normally would because I'm trying to hurry for this video, so it's not like 2 hours long, which it probably will be anyway, knowing me. But okay, so I've got her pretty well coated, and then I'm just going to put her back in the tub filled with warm water. Stuff off my hands, and I'm going to let her soak for probably half an hour to an hour. You know, the longer the better. It doesn't hurt it. I'm going to let that soak for a little while, and then I'm going to rinse her off, and then we will resume for the steaming part of the video, and that'll be the fun part. So be back in a few. Okay, we're back. Now we're in the wig room. So what I do is I lay a towel down on a table, and I lay the wet wig. She's still wet, but I rinsed most of the conditioner out. I will usually still give her a good spritz with some wig detangler, or any detangler really, just to try to make the combing through her go easier. Okay, so I've got my paddle brush, I've got my wig. She's long, so I need a long table and a towel, and I try to just kind of separate the hair out in sections to work with. And then I've got my Conair fabric steamer. Now mine has the little brush bristles on the end, which I love. That really works good for me. So what I'm going to do is just start with a section and hold in the button and just start slowly taking the steamer down the hair while the brush bristles are kind of brushing it at the same time. Keep it kind of straight. Hopefully you can see this pretty good. All the way to the ends. And I'm just going to keep doing that in sections. So basically you get the idea. I will have to do a lot more passes. You know, one time through isn't usually enough. So you can't really see me very good, sorry. But this is just to basically give you an idea of, if I did the whole thing, this video would be like, you know, forever. So I'm trying to keep it as short as I can. But just keep going over each section, just slowly brushing the steamer down the hair all the way to the ends, and just use your judgment. You can feel, you know, the hair doesn't get too hot. It's not gonna fry the hair. It's safe to use. You know, this isn't a real heavy-duty industrial steamer. It's just a cheap fabric steamer that I got at Walmart. So it doesn't make the hair super hot or anything. So it's safe to put it right up against the hair like I'm doing. And those bristles on the end, I like that it has the built-in brush, because then as I'm going down and going through, those little bristles are kind of helping keep the hair straight as I'm steaming it and keeping it detangled. So once I finish this, and I will keep steaming her until I feel like she looks, you know, smoothed out and a little more like new, not so ratty, then I will come back and do the next step for you. See you in a bit. Okay, I don't know if that last part took, so I'm going to try this again. Okay, the wig is still damp. I just kind of patted her, towel dried her with a microfiber cloth. Now I'm going to take my cheap hot air brush. It's a cheap Conair that I've had for years, and these are great for synthetic wigs. This is not a heat safe wig, but you can still use a hot air brush. Just, you know, use common sense. If your hot air brush gets really hot and the metal barrel part gets really hot, then use low heat. Just, you know, keep it low. It'll help dry it and smooth it out, but it won't fry your wig. Just use the low heat to be safe. So, just gonna, especially in that nape hair in the under the neck part where they get really tangly, especially concentrate on that. Just run the brush through nice and slow. Do both sides, do the top and the underside. I'm going to keep doing that off camera and come back and show you the results. Okay, and here she is finished. This is Godiva's Secret Candace full wig. No lace front, just standard cap. She does have permatease. I cut the bangs in her. They had like more of a long bang. I just made some shorter wispy forehead bangs. She's permateasy in the top, but if you mess with that, she's really pretty. And you can't see the permatease up real close, but here is how she turned out. Turn her around here. All right, there we go. So now you can see, after washing, conditioning, I gave her a steam and then dried with a hot air brush. And my camera skills suck here, sorry guys. But she is a lot more manageable. I can brush through her now. She's not all ratty and dry and tangly feeling. A lot better. And she smells really nice. So, hopefully this helped. If you're interested in learning how to steam a wig or condition or wash, or you're just new to the whole thing, hopefully this helped and isn't too awful long. I'll try to splice it and do my best. And this is Dee. Bye. Thanks.